So now we're getting ready to collect lichens for elemental analysis. And here's what you need to bring with you. Here's your kit, which is a large Ziploc bag, and it has everything that you need to collect lichens for elemental analysis. It has a bag of sample bags, and this is a metallized polyester bag that is very clean. It doesn't contribute any of the pollutants that we're looking at. And these are a little bit large. You actually probably could get by with a sample bag about this size, about 8 by 10, like the size of a loose leaf paper. And you want to insert the bags so that the top of the bag is at the bottom where it stays the cleanest and where you can reach in up here. So those are your bags. Then you want to bring some gloves. And here we have some latex gloves, or you can use nitrile gloves. The important thing is they should be unpowdered so that the powder doesn't get into your samples when you're collecting. And they should be in a clean Ziploc bag, and you should have put them in here without touching them. So put on a glove to take the gloves out of the box and put them in this bag. And then you keep them nice and clean in here. And then you need some tape, in our case, because we need tape to seal our bags. Some types of sample bags, and you don't need to use these kinds, are self-sealing, and that could be a better alternative. We happen to have a lot of these. Need a marker for labeling your sample. It's essential that you label it. And a scale for weighing your sample so you know if you have enough to stop collecting. And I like to use a spring scale where you can clip the bag here, and this one is 100 grams, which is a good amount. Some of the smaller scales will be exceeded if your lichens are wet. So 100 grams is good. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to put on your gloves and take out a sample bag. Oops, forgot. We also have some bags, some extra Ziploc bags for putting in your sealed sample bag. Okay, so what I do is I try to find a spot like this that's open and where nobody has been walking around or trampling the area. And I'll take out my bag that I want to use. And I'll just touch the bottom of it here and throw it in this nice clean spot. And then I'll take my gloves. And here, the gloves, you want to keep them clean, so you don't want to stick your hand inside to get them, because oftentimes we're looking at metals, or we're looking at other pollutants that are at very low levels in the lichen. So if we're looking at parts per million, we need to do the best that we can to make sure that we don't accidentally contaminate the samples during the collection process. So to get your gloves out, you want to just push them up like this from the inside without touching them until you've got the wrist exposed of a single glove. And then you can pick that out like that and throw it someplace you haven't stepped on yet or put anything down on. And then like to keep everything clean in this bag. And also when you're traveling, when you have this in your pack during the day, just keep everything together inside the bigger bag. So now we're putting on the glove. And this is always a challenge at first, so if you mess up, just get yourself another glove. But the thing to think about is that you're wearing the glove for a really different purpose than you normally wear gloves. Normally we wear gloves to protect ourselves from something that we're handling. But in this case, we're wearing the glove to protect the sample from anything that we brought on. So we don't want this glove to touch our bodies. And when I put my glove on, I'll hold it out like this so that if the wind blows, it doesn't touch my clothes or touch anything else that I've brought with me. So I hold the glove out, and then I'll just dive my hand into it like that, and I'll put my other hand inside the glove to pull it on. And if you have really long sleeves, you should roll up your sleeves beforehand. And another good thing to do is, if you have a lot of dangly stuff around your neck, is just put it away so that when you're sampling, it won't lean over and bang into your hand. Okay, so then the next thing is how to hold the bag. So I keep a line in my mind on the bag. The upper part is for where I touch it with the glove, and the lower part I use my ungloved hand. So it's okay to use the gloved hand to hold the bag open from the inside or to touch the top, and then you can use your ungloved hand to hold the bag open from lower down. So now we're ready to collect.